Greetings, my beloved children. In my message yesterday, I told you how to avoid the influence of the lower astral beings. This was called the preventive measure. So today, I'm going to tell you what to do if you have already fallen ill and lower astral beings have entered your subtle bodies and taken up residence there. The most common case seems to be that of beings taken over by fear, which is also reflected in your language. As you already know, dear ones, fear is the energy of the lower frequency vibrations, and it is this very energy that the dark ones prefer to use, giving it various shades and characteristics. First and foremost, it is the fear of death, one's own and that of one's family and friends, the fear of losing relationships, health, well-being, employment, one's usual way of life, the fear of the unknown, and many other varieties of fear. To keep themselves in shape in their own way, the dark forces ensure that one is constantly receiving energy aids that anchor the fears in a host of minor astral beings charged with all varieties of negative energy that assist them. Let's take the most common case as an example: mother's anxiety. Many of you have probably noticed that the more a mother worries about her child, the more unhealthy and unlucky the child becomes. This is certainly no coincidence. It is her fear that draws negative energy to the child, which on a physical level manifests itself in a sense of unhappiness. In addition, the child is also gripped by fear because the mother and child have by far the strongest energetic bond. The result is a cycle of negative energy that makes the energy passing through the humans involved much stronger, providing the lower astral beings with the eternal source of nourishment. So how do you break the vicious cycle and get rid of the unwanted guests installed in your subtle bodies? To do this, I suggest you do the following meditation, a kind of Self Exorcism. To do this, you should call upon all your heavenly helpers and Archangel Michael and ask them to clear your energetic space of all kinds of foreign invasions. After you have sat down to meditate and relaxed completely, try to feel and visualize all the outer inclusions that are inhabiting you. Do a thorough examination of all your subtle bodies. Even if you don't feel or see anything, your intention in calling on heaven's helpers will do their part. Not a single astral being can hide from the higher powers of the universe, for they are highlighting every corner of your subtle bodies, and they are giving way to vibrations of this high frequency that will either have to accept the light and return to the Creator, or burn in his rays. By all means, you will feel the divine energy transmitted by the higher powers. Maintain the state of meditation unless you feel the flow of energy cease. As soon as the expulsion of the astral invader is complete, you will feel great relief and bliss throughout your body. Thank your saviors with all your heart and gradually return to your normal state. And you are the only one on whom the development of events depends. You can keep your house clean by carefully monitoring every thought and emotion, or make a mess of it again. I bless you, dear ones, for this much needed work of improvement. The Absolute Father who loves you beyond measure has spoken to you. This message was channeled by Marta, and it was read for you by Adriana.